Welcome to your Morning Boost, your daily leadership advice to help you lead your school community. Brought to you by AWB Education and sponsored by Grundmeyer Leader Services, where together we are transforming education, one leader at a time. Now here's your host, Adam Bush.
Good morning, school leaders. Welcome back to your Morning Boost. Happy Wednesday, everybody. If you have some more time today, I would suggest taking the time to catch our special Booster Shot episode today. Today, I'm joined by the esteemed Todd Bloomer as we dabble into a menu of topics that will help you lead your school. I promise you will not be disappointed. Now, today we're going to focus on the A in SMART goals during this week-long deep dive into goal writing. Today, the A, it's achievable. We're not just aiming high, we're aiming for realistic, sustainable success. As Vince Lombardi once said, the achievements of an organization are the results of the combined effort of each individual. But those individual efforts need to be directed towards realistic, attainable goals. Setting goals that are too ambitious, that can lead to not only discouragement, but can also lead to burnout, and then kind of that sense of helplessness. We want to inspire, we don't want to overwhelm. A study by the University of Southern California found that individuals who set moderately challenging goals experienced higher levels of motivation and satisfaction than those who set overly difficult goals. Think of it like climbing a mountain. You need to choose a path that is challenging, but also one that is within your capabilities. So when we talk about some actionable tips here, we're going to start again with yourself. When you're doing this for yourself, you want to break large goals down into smaller, manageable steps. This not only makes the goal feel more achievable, but it also allows for the opportunity to celebrate small victories along the way, and that's a very important part. Think about assessing your resources, your time, and your skills, but do so realistically. Conducting a SWAN analysis, if you're not familiar with those, that's identifying your strengths, your weaknesses, your opportunities, and your threats. That's a good method here to try to really identify whether or not our goals are attainable. We want to identify some potential challenges, but also then therefore identify some opportunities for us within the goal. So ask yourself a couple questions. Number one, do I have the necessary resources and support to achieve this goal? This includes not only material resources, but also do I have the time? And maybe do I have the expertise? And frankly, sometimes do I have the emotional support to be able to achieve this goal? Consider some past achievements and failures. That's number two. Learn from those. What strategies worked for me in the past? What obstacles did I encounter and how did I get over those obstacles? Or maybe how I didn't. How I learned that this is just something that maybe is a weak area for me that I'm going to have to work a little harder at to be able to attain. An example of this might be if you're going to try to implement a new school-wide behavior program. It's a pretty common goal, okay? Within 1 month, that's probably not achievable. Instead, let's break that down a little bit more. Maybe by the end of the first month, we're going to create a team. That's going to be the only thing we do for that first month. And we're going to have that first meeting. We're going to discuss what this new behavior program is. We've got to crawl before we can walk, before we can run, right? So maybe by the end of the second month, we're going to have a draft of what this new program might look like and what that's going to be, but what we're going to try to create. And then the third month, fourth month, and so on, we add and we add and we add. Gives us an opportunity to actually achieve something, but also keeps us moving towards our ultimate goal. Now, if we're talking about our staff, we want to encourage our staff to consider their current capabilities as well, but also their limitations. Help them identify those potential obstacles and help them develop some strategies to overcome them. As we do this, we're going to facilitate some discussions about these realistic timelines and also the resource allocation. We might have a goal that's very specific as a part of a very small portion of our day. And it's still an important goal, but we also have to be realistic about how much resource, time, skills, everything we can align to that one particular goal. Encourage them to ask for help when needed, whether it's from their colleagues or whether it's from you as well. That's going to help them go a long ways. Well, I also want to think about providing some opportunities for professional development, especially if I can get opportunities that are directly aligned with those goals. training, any of those things that can help enhance their skills and knowledge, which is going to help them be more successful in attaining that goal. And again, much like ourselves, we want to make sure we celebrate small wins. Take some time to be able to give that opportunity to celebrate the small wins and acknowledge effort. This helps build morale, and it's also going to help reinforce that sense of achievability that we want to get out of our staff. So here's an example. If a teacher wants to fully implement technology in the classroom, that's a pretty normal goal. We're going to have to help break that down a little bit. So kind of like our scenario, first month, focus on something. Maybe we focus on one new piece of software that they're trying to implement into their classroom. Awesome. Second month, we're going to focus on maybe a new hardware implementation if it's really truly about the technology. Or maybe if it's something different about using the technology that's already there a little bit more. First month, their goal is going to be to meet with other colleagues to learn more about how to use this technology in the classroom. And the second month is given that a shot, given a trial till we start to become more comfortable. Again, step-by-step processes to actually get towards attainment or achievement is going to be key for our staff. Just remember that achievable goals, they build confidence and momentum. When we foster a culture of success, it's going to provide a sense of control and empowerment. Have a great Wednesday. We're nearly halfway through the week, or maybe you're already there, depending on what time you're able to catch this show today. Just keep an eye out again for the Booster Shot episode with Tom Bloomer. That starts here today. It's going to be worth your time to listen, I promise you. Otherwise, thanks for listening. We will talk with you again tomorrow.
You have been listening to your Morning Boost by AWB Education in partnership with Grundmeyer Leader Services. You can find out more about our services by clicking on the links in the description. Remember, you are doing this vital job that only a few can do. So until next time, thank you for your service to your community.